out, here's a quick little lunge sequence to get the blood flowing in your legs. We're going to just start in table. And we're just going to do a few rounds of cat-cow just to bring a little movement to the spine and get you a little warmed up. So as you inhale, melt your chest towards the floor, lifting your head and tail. And then exhale, round your back, pressing the floor away from you. Inhale, melt your chest towards the floor, lifting your head and tail. And exhale, round your back, pressing the floor away from you. We'll do a couple more rounds of this. You can either move with my pace or you can move at your own pace, going faster or slower, whatever feels good for you. And we'll just do one more here. Inhaling to melt the chest, lifting the head and tail, keeping the arms straight, and then exhale, rounding the back, pressing the floor away from you. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine, and go ahead and step your right foot forward for low lunge. You can either keep that back foot tucked under or untucked, whatever feels good for you, and you can always double up your mat on the side of the back knee for a little extra cushioning. And we'll just lengthen here through the spine. Take one more breath. And make your way back to table. Go ahead and step the left foot forward for low lunge. Again, either keeping that foot tucked or untucked, whatever feels right. And then lengthening through the spine. And we'll just take another breath. Nice, make your way back to table, and then we'll go ahead and move our knees back about 6 inches, giving our knees a little rest for a second. Come down to your tummy. And from here, you can either press up to Sphinx on your elbows, or if you feel so inclined, you can do a little baby cobra or an adult cobra. I really feel like doing an adult cobra right now, so I'll just stick with this. And lower down, make your way back to table. Once again, go ahead and step your right foot forward for low lunge, just like we did before. Take your left hand out to the side, twist towards the right, and you can either stay here with the hand on the thigh or reach up with that right arm. And then think about extending your spine, lengthening through the crown of your head, and almost doing like a little back bend in the upper back. And keep breathing evenly this whole time. And bring that arm down. Go ahead and make your way back to table. Left foot comes forward for low lunge again. Once again, lengthening through the spine. Take your right hand out to the side, twist towards the left. And again, you can either leave your hand on that thigh or reach up with the left arm. Making sure you keep that bottom shoulder back and don't collapse in on it. And bring that arm down. Go ahead and make your way back to table. And you can either take a child's pose here, which is with your feet together and your knees apart. Or if you'd like to, you can take it back to down dog. And if you're in down dog, you can walk your dog, alternating your heels, stretching out the back of each leg individually. And settle back to center. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and join us in down dog. Inhale to float your right leg up. Make sure you keep those hips parallel. We're not going for full-on dancer mode here. So we want our hips square, and then go ahead and step that right foot forward for lunge. Again, lengthening through the crown of the head. Nice, one more breath here. And go ahead and step back to down dog again. And once again, inhale, lift that left leg. Make sure you're keeping the hips square. And go ahead and step that left foot through to lunge. Make sure you're breathing this whole time. And again, think about lengthening through the crown of your head. We have a tendency to look at that back foot. We don't need to see what the back foot is doing. It is there. And you can step back to down dog again. From here, go ahead and float that right leg up again. You can either stay here or you can bend that right knee, pushing the foot up and over towards the left. Now when we do this, we have a tendency to collapse into the left side. Keep that left armpit lifted so that you're getting a twist, but we're also getting a nice little stretch here in our right hip. Inhale to square your hips. Step that right foot forward, and you can either stay here like we did before, or you can walk that right foot out to the side a few inches. Bring the right hand to the inside of the leg. And you can either stay here, or if you're really feeling like you want a nice little stretch, you can come down to your elbows for lizard lunge. And you can always drop that back knee to the mat if you would like to. Do what feels right for you. Take another couple breaths here. And again, think about keeping that head in line with the spine. There's no need to see what's happening back there. Go ahead and make your way back up to lunge, and then back to down dog. And at any time, you guys can make your way back to child's pose for a rest. Or you can just watch the video. You don't have to do this. Float your left leg up. Bend that left knee, pushing the left foot up and over. Remember to think about lifting this right armpit. We have a tendency to collapse. Keep that right armpit lifted. Make sure you're breathing here. And then inhale, square your hips. Bringing that left foot forward for lunge. And once again, you can either stay here, or you can walk that left foot out a few inches, bringing your left hand to the inside of the leg. And once again, staying here or coming down to your elbows for lizard lunge. And like I said before, you can always lower that back knee, whatever feels good for you. And we'll just hold this for a few breaths. Remember to keep your head in line with your spine, not dropping it forward. I know I sound like a broken record, but these are all things that I see in class, and I want to make sure you're not doing them at home. And we'll slowly make our way back up to lunge. Walk that foot in, and make your way back to down dog. And let's go ahead and lower down to table, and then just take a little child's pose. Feet together, knees apart, and settle. Nice, make your way back up to table. And we'll go ahead and press back to down dog once again. Lift up to the balls of your feet, tiptoe forward. You can always bend your knees if you need to. And settle here in forward fold, relaxing the neck, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, arch up halfway. And then exhale, step your left foot back to lunge. Just a little different entry. Go ahead and make that back foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. And then you can either bring that front forearm up to the thigh or leave that hand on your mat. Open your chest towards the left and stretch that top arm overhead for extended side angle. Make sure you're lengthening from the left foot all the way through your left fingers. Now we'll hold it for just another breath. Go ahead and rotate back to lunge. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arch up halfway. Exhale, step back with the right foot to lunge. Go ahead and turn that foot so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. And take whichever version of extended side angle you did on the first side. Reaching through that top arm, really stretching the right side of the body. Breathing evenly here. Really think about lengthening. And go ahead and turn back to lunge. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arch up halfway. Exhale, step back to either down dog, or table, or child's pose, because that is your lunge sequence. Have fun, y'all.